Something else you want to consider when rigging your tractor is, and when you're pulling something like this that's heavy, make sure you pull straight up and down. You know what the fall line is. If you to determine what a fall line is on the hill, if you imagine like a soccer ball, how it would roll down the hill. That's the fall line. That's how you want to pull when possible. That way, if you get into a bind or anything, the tractor's not going to turn over on you. Now I can't pull on the fall line here because I'm pinched in between that log, and I got two trees in my way, and it is leaning down that way a little bit. So one thing I can do to mitigate that with the tractor, make it less likely to dump over, is to hook on the high side of the tractor. So I'll put this clevis on here. Now what's it going to do, so as the load comes tight on this, it's going to put pressure on the uphill side of the tractor. If I were to hook this on the other side, it would put pressure on the downhill side, making it more likely that the tractor would turn over. So just know what you're doing, and just be careful, think about it. But it's just one little thing you can do to kind of mitigate that that hazard. So that worked pretty good. So on traction, as you saw, it's hard to tell the slope, but it's actually pretty steep right here. That's asking a lot to pull that dead weight uphill with all as wet as everything is. When you lose traction on a tractor or even on a truck like that, once you get down into that mud and it starts to kind of buff out, get buffed and polished, you're just going to make a mess. You're not going to get stuck. So watch that. Don't dig a big hole for yourself. When you get in that position, you'll notice what I did is I stopped, went forward, moved the tractor down a little bit, got on some fresh ground, on some pine needles and duff, and then got some momentum, kept the power up, and got that thing moving. Once you get it moving, it doesn't take near as much effort. It's like a train. You try to start pulling 100 oil cars, takes a tremendous amount of power. Once they're up and rolling, you can reduce that power. It doesn't take so much. So this is good. We got it pulled up here. Now we need to do a 90-degree direction change. So I'll re-rig, I'll unhook, we'll change the tractor, we'll pull from this direction now, and we should be able to get it up to our work site. Also notice how it did roll just like we wanted it to do. By hooking it underneath, as it pulled, you probably watched it, it rolled over. You can tell that it did because, well, where we hooked it now is on the side. And as we look down there, you see all of the branches and all the little nubs and things that we couldn't get to with our saw are now up on the uphill side. So that may have made the difference right there by rigging it that way, of getting it up here versus not being able to get it up here at all. So we'll pull from this way now. While I'm changing the rigging out here, this would be a really good time for you guys to click the thumbs up button if you enjoy these videos, and comment. That's all I ask of you guys, is just to comment and click the thumbs up button. It really helps the channel get circulated, so more folks can enjoy the videos. Eye hath not seen and ears have not heard the things that a guy can accomplish with a tractor. I mean, it's absolutely an essential piece of equipment, and for heaven's sake, don't buy anything that's not four-wheel drive unless you live in the prairie in Kansas, but any in the mountain country, or if you need to pull or have traction or live in any sort of snow, don't even consider a two-wheel drive tractor. They're just, for me, they'd just be absolutely useless. And get a cab. People ask me all the time, should I get a cab on my tractor? Like, yeah. Even if you have to save up for another year to get it, get a cab. No question about it. Now I've got it where I want it. Let's see if it might be too heavy for this tractor. It's a pretty good chunk. I'm a little bigger than I need to be. I could lop off a few feet. I was just hoping to get it all up there to have I could pick and choose a little bit. But let me unhook the choker. We'll come back from the bottom side and see if we can't lift it up and just carry it out of here with the tractor. Well, we made it. Nobody dumped a tractor, nobody got their toes crushed, and we've got it up here with at the area where we'll start doing the work. Now I've got lots of room around here, and you know, normally it'd be nice if you could just went up there and kind of grabbed it with the tractor. I'm just surprised how powerful that tractor is. This is a big log, and I went up underneath of it and I was thinking, I don't know if it's going to lift that up there, but I got the balance point, and then yeah, no problem. That tractor would have no problem picking this up and moving it around. So next episode we'll build the cribbing and start getting to work on take a look at everything and laying everything out, and I'll try to use as many traditional tools as I want to. I guess I don't have to do. We don't have to adhere to any dogmas here. We can use the old with the new, and keep those skills alive. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you haven't already, click the thumbs up. If you'd like to get one of those Gransfors Bruks small forest axe, I've put those in my Amazon store at wranglermart.com. I'll put a link to the heading. You might get a little sticker shock on that because they are pretty close to $200, and that's a lot of money, but it is a beautiful heritage tool, and if you're like me, you'll forget about what you paid for it 5-10 years down the road when you're enjoying it, and to have something you can hand down to your grandchildren or your son or daughter, I think it's special. It's a nice axe. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video.